Yo, what if I told you that your stuckness is asking you to become something that you may not even think about? A lot of times in life, we feel stuck. And in that moment, we feel like there's nowhere for us to go. And because our mind is so caught up with trying to figure out our stuckness, it's really meant for you to become something and go somewhere with that stuckness. And today's episode, I have a special guest who's going to help you get unstuck if you're willing to take that next step. Welcome to another episode of Fast Forward Mindset Podcast. Today, I will help you be wired the way you think so you can fast forward to a happy and healthy lifestyle. Today, we have Colby Wilk on the podcast, and he is going to share some very useful and helpful information with you all. I've had a couple impromptus with Colby, and he's been on one of the episodes before in the past. And I'll tell you, his information he gives is definitely valuable. He also is going to have two training sessions. I don't know if I'm using the word correctly, sessions coming up, but I'm going to drop those in a link. So if you're interested in connecting with Colby and his coaching services, you have the availability to do so. All you have to do is click on the links. So without further ado, Kobe, thank you for being on another episode of Fast Forward Mindset Podcast. I love our conversations, and I love when you're always on the episodes because I feel like that I get a lot of value as well as my listeners.
Yay! I'm glad to. I'm glad to hear it. You've been well?
Yes, everything's been great. Like I said, I can't complain. I mean, life throws things at you every single day. And one thing that I've learned about myself is that no matter what life throws your way, we got to keep going. We can't stay in that pattern of stuckness that we're going to talk about today, right?
You
And
always
and
complain. It's a choice. You always complain.
yeah, you could. I just choose not to. All right, Kobe. Go ahead and kick us off.
Sure. My name is Colby Wilk. I work as a spiritual healer, intuitive guide. People generally come to me when no matter how much effort, something won't shift. Career, health, relationship, whatever have you. And despite effort, applying workshops, books, other people's answers, it just won't move. That's when people come to me. Usually, I see stuckness differently. I see stuckness as a threshold to someone's evolution. So, stuckness is not something to move, it is something to use. And I
Powerful.
help
Wow.
people to do that.
Yeah.
So, for me, people come when something doesn't move, and I use my gift to sense what's the invitation that their soul is making. Soul, the larger part of them, what is it that was being asked of them? And the more you become you, the more you evolve into you, which is what I think people want, but they may not know they want. They
Agreed.
think they want money or abs, which are wonderful things, right?
Yes.
Right. But we're not here for that. I think we're here to become ourselves, whoever that may be. And I help people take that journey to their own evolution.
Nice. I love that. You know what I love most about it, Kobe, is that a lot of people take their stuckness and they shift the blame somewhere else and say, I'm here because of you. I'm stuck because this happened. And no matter what happened in life, we still have to find a way to get out of our stuckness because it's not them that's stuck. We're not stuck because of them. We're stuck because of ourselves. And I don't want anyone to think that I'm overlooking or being critical of your childhood traumas or whatever it is you dealt with in your life. But however, your stuckness is an inside job. It's not external.
Well, enlightenment is an inside job, right? If it's
Right.
anything, our body composes all of our lessons, all of our karma. We don't need to look far for what we're here to do. We just need to descend into our body and see what it's inviting. I hear you, like, whatever happened to you happened to you.
Mhm.
And okay, it happened to you. You're 60 years old, 50 years old, and your childhood was what your childhood was. And there's a place to go into that wound, and there's a place where you go into that wound and you're indulging. And I find that a lot of people think that if they go into their wound, one day they will emerge. And the truth is, a lot of those people become what I call energy junkies. They go after one wound, and then another wound, and there's no shortage of wounds. There's a place for that work, for sure. But then it becomes a habit, an addiction, a promise that one day I will emerge. And there's truth to it. And then there's the moment to moment reframing of your consciousness where you engage in something larger than yourself.
Mhm.
Each person, we're all, in my opinion, we're all not evolving to be the same. We all have our individual path forward. And it's not my job to tell you how to evolve or that you should follow my path. My job is to sense what your path is and help you sense it as well. So, one good practice I have people do is, what do you want written on your tombstone? Assuming you're going to be buried and assuming you're going to have a tombstone, which remains to be seen. But if you're going to be known for something, if your life is to be spent on something other than you're the brother, sister, husband, or wife of, what do you want that to say? What is your theme that you're going for? Perhaps it says, here lies Karen. She loved relentlessly. Okay, Karen, that's great. Here lies Bob. He was a contribution to all who knew him. Okay, then, Bob, we know you're about contribution. What is it that you want to spend your life on? And that theme can tell us and indicate what decisions you can make. It makes life simpler. If I know I'm going for creativity or love or contribution, then decisions become a little simpler. And at the end of the day, you can say, okay, I did it. I did it. There's my tombstone. That's what I did.
Mhm.
Not to have a legacy, which is a whole other thing,
Right.
but to evolve into what you want to be. Evolution is not, the target of your evolution is not given to you by your guides, your God, your angels. It is given to you by you. You get to decide who you want to become. And then they, your guides, your angels, gather around that. Now, your decision to become whatever it is you want to become is influenced by your higher self, your karma, whatever have you. But let's not think of ourselves as marionettes on a string being puppeted by higher consciousness. We get to decide who we want to be. We get to decide how we spend our lives. And one way of thinking about that is the area of your life that you're stuck in, that has your heart's desire. You desire a partnership, let's just say, and no matter what you do, how many applications, dating sites, dates you've been on, and it's now 5, 10, 20, 30 years later, and you still haven't met him, her, or them, that's your doorway.
Yeah.
That'll tell you what you're here to do. And it's let's take love. It's not necessarily, you're not here to meet somebody. You might be here to know you're okay as you are without partnership. You might be here to know you're valid without a partner. You might be here to know that you're okay alone. It's the flavors are all different. It's all ice cream, but it's the flavor of what's you're here to learn through what's stuck is very specific to you. Once you know that, then you know where your evolution lies. Another
Mhm.
case, right? Just to make this perfectly clear, no matter what you try, you could not increase your income, right? You've tried this job,
Right.
tried that career, you tried investment. You tried Bitcoin, and no matter what, you cannot get above that ceiling. Okay, what is that about? Why is your soul, your higher self, you, stopping you? Well, a lot of people find it very easy to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Something is there. And your soul, you, are stopping you because it wants you to learn something in this life, to embrace something that you have been working on for lifetimes. Perhaps that is to know you're wealthy regardless of how much money is in your account. Perhaps that's to know appreciation or gratitude. Perhaps that's to know that you're valid, even though you're not making X number of dollars. Once you get that flavor of your lesson, your opportunity, then you know your evolution. You know your evolutionary trajectory. If I know I'm here to know wealth, regardless of how much money I make, then I know in any situation, I can either choose the consciousness of seeing myself as poor, without, or seeing myself as abundant and wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, that might yield wealth. It might not. We are not here to be happy. We're here to evolve. And that process can be happy, unhappy, but always deeply satisfying.
Man, that was powerful. I love how you said that. We're not here to be happy. We're here to evolve
Excellent.
because
That's my
in
dog. But,
oh, it's okay.
but come on, bud. Come on, it's okay. There's no one out there. It's okay. There you go. I apologize.
Hey, no, you're good. You're good. I like how you put that because we're not here to be happy. We're not always going to be happy, but we are here to evolve, right? And continue to evolve to find ways to be abundant in this world and be grateful for what we have. So I loved how you phrased that.
Maybe we are here to be great. Maybe not. I don't
Hmm.
want to. There are so many people who will claim why we're here. I
Hmm.
don't do that. Like, oh, we're here to practice gratitude. Oh, we're here to be loving. Oh, we're here to be a contribution. Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
Let's not assume everyone's path is the same
Hmm.
because there's no shortage of people who will tell you how to find meaning, success, and satisfaction. And all they can do, for the most part, is tell you how they did it. And if
Right.
your life, karmically, is lined up like theirs, great, it works. But if your life, your karmic pattern, what you're here to do does not line up, it's not a fit. And there are so many people trying to apply other people's answers to themselves and being like, why doesn't this work for me?
Hmm.
The other people in the workshop, they're all getting results. Why am I not getting results? What's going on? Why is it not, where's my path? Because you have a different path than the workshop that you're in. And all those people can do is advise you what they did. And that's not your path necessarily. Let's not assume we're all here. Now, look, there is something, it's true and not true. Just in spirituality, it's always paradox. It's both and the other.
Hmm.
So, yes, there is the human journey to learn how to be more still, space between your thoughts, to know more love, for sure, and to know greater peace within the self. We're all on that journey. We all are. Love,
Hmm.
peace, stillness, all of us. But then there's the individual destiny, the individual journey that's true for you. Why are you here? What did you come to do? What's your purpose in choosing this planet at this time in this body? That is your evolution. And that's
Yeah.
what I think people sense.
Wow. Yeah, and I think I want to point out something you said earlier. A lot of us like to look at social media and we see someone that we feel like in our mind is doing great, and we're like, "That's the life I want to be living. That's what I need to have." And so we try to find the patterns on how to get there, and we fail, and we continue to fail, and then we ask ourselves like, "Wait a minute, what is really meant for me?" But like you said, someone's life, no matter how it looks to you, doesn't mean that's your same pattern or purpose in life. It could be totally different, but we go about it the wrong way.
Well, it's very difficult. I mean, I feel compassion for the young people who are growing up in this day and age, because there's no shortage of people on Instagram with abs,
Yeah.
right? And these giant butts are in, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm looking at these people, I'm like, there's no way, like, even in my best days, there's no way I would look like that.
Yeah.
You know, if you spend a lot of time on Instagram or the like TikTok, whatever it is, you think that's how most people are.
Yeah.
And then you go out into the world and you're like, no, that's not how most people are.
Not.
We have this warped sense of what we're shooting for. Look, you're only a loser if you're playing that game.
Yep. You are.
I am a loser. If I'm playing that game, I'm not playing that game. Therefore, I'm not a loser. I'm playing another game called
Yeah.
Game of Evolution. Right? So it's very challenging to not compare yourself. And the way out of not in my opinion, the way out of not comparing yourself so much is to enter into greater stillness, to get space between your thoughts. And there are many ways of doing that. Meditation, dancing, sex, going in the ocean, many ways of entering into stillness. And so you stay out of a game you don't even choose to play.
Yeah.
Consciously. Most people are looking for relief. They are not looking for transformation. They want the end of their struggle. They want to meet that person so that they have somebody to do something with. They want wealth so they can know what it is to have like free time or to not be so troubled. They want health because they're tired of feeling sick, but they really don't want to know what it is to be healthy. Most people want relief from the problem. They don't want transformation. Transformation can be hard, can be the letting go, can be disidentifying with who you think you've always had to be. But we all want change. Most of us don't want to change. We fight it. We want you to change. I want you to change. I don't want to change. And I get it. I don't want to change either. Right? But if you're called to evolution, you know it. You feel it. You can't help it. And P.S., if you can avoid taking this journey, you should avoid it. Because it's not an easy one. It's not easy. You know, I
agree.
You know, the pill, the matrix, the 2 pills, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's not easy. But if you're called, you're called. And the longer you fight it, the more you're going to suffer.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny, I was being called years ago to do this type of stuff, to speak to people about the mindset. And I just kept running. And the more I ran, Colby, I found more vices to deal with the pain. You know, there was drugs, there was alcohol. Then that was the need for sex every day, all day. And then there was a need for materialistic things. And when I really honed in and found my purpose of being a podcaster and talking about positivity, all these things that I wanted dissipated. It's like, I don't need to have the fanciest car anymore. I don't need to have the most expensive jeans anymore because I have this, and my purpose serves me well and keeps me happy.
That's wonderful. I'm glad.
Yeah.
And we still have to pay our mortgage and our rent.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
It's like, a lot of people want to simplify. I like to be spiritual, and then my spirituality will take care of the materialism.
Yeah.
Oh, if I live in an maybe I still have to pay my mortgage, right?
Yeah.
So we want to do things. We are both human and we are divine. Both are true. And when we forget or pretend like we're not human and we're all divine, we get into trouble. Those are the people on the street with the crazy eyes, might be in an enlightened state, but can't really take care of themselves. I don't want that for myself.
Yeah.
And when we're just in our humanity, then it's all about us, or it's all about a tribe. And that creates aggression and self-centeredness. So we are divine humans. Years ago, I was worried about waking up because I thought God would come in, or the divine,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want to call that, and I would cease to exist. Like God
Mm-hmm.
was coming at me with a broom, and I was a mouse being chased around, and I would have to like die. And if you think of awakening like that, you are going to resist it.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to die.
Right.
You want to wake up as you. That's what you want. And how I wake up and how you wake up and how Beth wakes up is all very different. We all don't wake up and share the same light. It's like
Mm-hmm.
a light bulb with different types of shades on it. The type of light that comes out of your lamp is different than the type of light that will come out of my lamp. You have your unique path to who you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about finding it and walking it.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is about calming down the mind and building the energetic structure to support a bigger life. A lot of us don't have bigger lives because our structure, our energy, can support it.
Mm-hmm.
So if something is not happening, that's a heart's desire, not I want a Tootsie Roll, or I want a bonbon, or I want a big house to impress my neighbors, but something you
Mm-hmm.
don't want. It's being withheld from you because it is your path forward. Dealing with it, finding peace with it, finding equanimity with it. That is your path. Not bypassing it, not finding a way around it. That's your path forward. And the sooner you get that, the sooner your life moves.
Yeah, I was listening to Myron Golden speak a couple weeks ago. I love to listen to him as a motivational speaker, and he's into helping entrepreneurs make all these billions and millions of dollars. But he said one thing that really resonated with me. He said a lot of people complain about how bad life is. And when they complain, it just makes life worse. And he said that the quicker that you fix your life, the longer you get to enjoy it. He said, but if you hold on to the things that your past, things that are hurting you, you're never going to get to that moment of enjoyment of life. Or when you do get there, you might only be able to enjoy it for a year because you die later. And so it's one of those things I was like, man, that makes sense to me. The quicker you change your life, the longer you have to enjoy it.
Hey, let me offer you something. I don't suggest anyone fix themselves. I
Yeah.
don't suggest anyone develop themselves because that means something's wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
The more you accept yourself, the more ground you can have. More ground you can have,
Mm-hmm.
more energy you can put through your system. More energy you can put through your system, the bigger your field, the stronger, the more you can draw. Those people who are trying to fix themselves in seminars, reading books, it's not how it works.
Mm-hmm.
We are not a car. We that's not how it works. We are more like a confluence of streams that are always changing in terms of what's flowing how, where, and how strong. It's about accepting you as you
Mm-hmm.
and relinquishing who you thought you needed to be, which is more complicated than it seems. Years ago, when I started this career, because I have a gift,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was my job to heal people.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no shortage of people willing to give me their burdens. And it sacked me.
Wow.
And what I realized is it's not my job with this gift to fix anyone. It's my job to see them and to help them see themselves as they are. That is where the healing comes. If a person sees themselves as they are, life suddenly starts to cooperate or seems to cooperate because you now are no longer arguing with it. You are no longer, look, another way of saying it is if consciousness is an ocean and you are a wave and I am a wave, the top of the wave is your conscious self, your ego, your personality. And you could be at the top of the wave screaming and vision boarding, I want, I want, I want. Imagine having, I sense. Good luck with that. If that worked, my friends, it would have worked already. The truth is, the wave is the ocean, but it has to go deep enough down to enter into the ocean. The goal is to go down into the wave, into yourself, to where you root with the collective consciousness, and to sit at the bottom of the ocean with your desire. Then you start cooperating, and it starts cooperating with you. Because there you are the ocean and you are the wave. Both are true. Make sense?
Makes a lot of sense. It's amazing what you just shared. If we just learn to accept who we are, life seems to begin to cooperate with us and we cooperate back. But as long as we run from who we are, there's no cooperation in the world or within ourselves.
Right. Towards, materialism, towards having, you've been you're a big workout guy, right? There's a shortage of people who believe when they get the body that they find that they believe will be attractive. And they'll suddenly get the attention they desire.
Yep.
And there's no shortage of people who have the really great bodies, quote, who are still hungry and not receiving the attention they desire. And they're like, oh, I did this to get attention. Oh, okay. And then that falls apart. Or they realize, oh, I just like working out and now I'm going to work out because it gives me joy or because I like being healthy or whatever the case may be. The question is, what journey have I been on? Has it been my journey or the journey I thought I had to take to be okay?
I love how you put that because you just said I'm a big workout fitness guy, right? Colby, I've had the abs before. I've had the shredded chest. And I remember my wife first started doing Herbalife, which is health and nutrition products, and we became distributors. And the goal is to get in the best health of your life or the best shape of your life and help others get in their best shape of their lives as well, right? And so here I am, this guy walking around with these cut up abs, shredded chest, big arms. And I thought for one moment it would make my wife desire me more. Right? I'm thinking like, yeah, she's going to desire me more. I'm going to be irresistible to her every day, all day. Well, sadly enough, that wasn't the case. And then when I came off my hill or my molehill, however you want to call it, I realized like that is not a good reason to want to be physically fit. Now my mindset is different, Colby. I don't do it for the look. Like I don't post these pictures of myself on Facebook without my shirt on. I never do that type of stuff anymore. What I'm more infatuated with now is, am I in good health? I'm almost 50 years old. Can I look at the next guy and can I say, hey, me working out has been beneficial because I'm in better health than what I could be or should be at this age. And that's what really matters to me today is that, am I healthy or not? I don't care about the big arms, don't care about the shredded chest. Yes, it looks nice, but at the same time, my health is way more important than that. And if I worked out and I didn't have any biceps, I didn't have a shredded chest, but I'm in good health, it's all that matters to me today.
You could look awesome. Like you said, your wife would be like, I know you already. That doesn't do much for me, right?
Exactly.
And looking awesome, yeah, it'll get you laid.
Yeah.
Here and there, right? If you're looking for hookups, sure.
Yeah.
It'll totally help because people are looking at you as an object and you're looking at them as an object. But as most of your listeners know, once you sleep with somebody 3 times, 4 times, there's got to be something more than their abs or their whatever. You got to have some sort of connection.
Exactly.
And it's the connection we seek. Now, It takes a certain level of maturity and false starts to get there. We are not looking to get laid. We are not looking to get validated, although we are. We are looking to be acceptable to ourselves. That's what we're looking for. To like ourselves, to love ourselves. And the way to do that is to evolve. If you were to evolve, who would you be?
Yeah.
How do you want to evolve? Well, I want a big house. I want girls on my arm or guys, whatever. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I understand that. How do you want to evolve? What is written, if you're going to have it, on your tombstone? Not what you want to leave behind for humanity, like a formula or a book. Maybe. What do you want to spend your life on? What is that? Love, beauty, intelligence. What is it? And so you start there. Now that's an inquiry. Like you had said, I have 2 workshops coming up, August 22nd and September 12th, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. It's an hour, free, where I help you see what you've been struggling with and what it's inviting of you. It's called Evolve Yourself. So, and you said we're going to put those links in the notes. I have had clients come to me. I had a client come to me who was a naturopath. Well, he was trying to pass his naturopathic exams. Really great guy, real smart. And he couldn't do it. He couldn't pass. And he had been trying for a year to pass this damn exam. And he came and I'm like, he's like, what's up with that, Colby? And I'm like, okay, well, let me look. I'll do my thing. And I saw him building a chair. I said, why do I see you building a chair? He's like, I love to build furniture. I go, you love to build furniture? And I saw his whole field light up. I go, why aren't you doing that? Because it doesn't pay anything. Are you kidding me? You can be a handyman. You can build furniture. Those people, you can get $100, $150 an hour. I live in Seattle. People with those skills make good money. And his whole thing was, if I become a handyman, I'll be blue collar with like my father.
Wow.
That's why he couldn't pursue his dream.
Wow.
And his evolution, his larger self was calling for him to heal that so he can accept himself as he was and let go of who he needed to be, who he thought he needed to be acceptable. There's his evolution, self-acceptance.
Yeah.
He left that session, got a truck, got 2 employees, making a ton of money now. Happy as shit, right?
Yeah.
And said, this naturopath thing, I was doing it to be okay. Realizes now, I was doing it to make up for who I didn't think I was. He was pursuing something to be somebody he's not. That's evolution. Another young lady came to me, couldn't get married to save her life. Gorgeous, yogini, like beautiful girl, inside and out. Why can't I find anyone, Colby? I haven't dated anyone for 5 years. She's in her 30s. I looked, I saw a man behind her in my vision, glasses, standing behind her. She's in a bride outfit, and he's pointing his finger at her. And he's going like this, like the crazy sign. I go, what is that? Oh, that's my father. He thinks I'm nuts. I go, what does that have to do with you getting married? And it hit her. I want to get married to prove to him that I'm not crazy. Because if another man wants me, then I'm okay. Gosh. And there it was.
There it was.
And wow. The goal is like, I will not allow you to meet somebody significant. Because if you did, you would bypass this whole thing. And if you bypass this whole thing, I don't think your marriage is going to work.
Yeah.
So then the work is not What do I do to be in an intimate relationship? The goal is I'm okay, even if I'm nuts. Let's not deny that you're nuts. Even if I'm crazy as a loon, I'm
Yeah.
still worthy.
Yep.
3 weeks ago, she met somebody. 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
That's how evolution works.
Yep.
Stop trying to change your stuckness and start looking at it. What is it here? What is the opening? How is it inviting me to evolve? And by the way, no one wants to do this because the only reason it is tagged to your heart's desire is because it's the only way you'll do it.
Yeah.
You got to really want what you got to really want it in order to do the work.
Yeah.
Who would do it? Who would do it?
Right.
Right? Who would do it?
Right.
Right? If I were gorgeous and had abs and had money, why would I seek awakening? Why? Come on. 99.9% of us seek awakening to get out of our pain.
Yep.
Very few do it for any. And that's a fine reason. And then you realize, oh, this is not about being happy, because happiness is the acquisition. Something happens, you acquire something. I'm happy because I got a new phone. I'm happy because I met somebody. I'm happy because I got a raise. That's happiness. Joy comes from inside. It's a more steady state. We're going for joy. Happiness goes and comes, depending on
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah. I love that. Definitely. So for my listeners, go and really find your self-acceptance. I know when I started accepting myself, like I said earlier, things got better in my life. And they wouldn't have never changed if I wouldn't have accepted James for who James was. Growing up, Kobe, I wanted to look like Shamar Moore. I'll use him as an example, right? The guy that played in the stories, General Hospital, or Good, what is it, Life One Life to Live, one of those soap operas. And I thought that me looking like that guy will give me all the women. But when you hear these guys talk, that is never the case. It's not even about that with them. They just got blessed with a beautiful face, but they don't seek the same thing someone else that don't have that face seeks.
Look, the key here is we all
Mm-hmm.
have blessings, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you got a beautiful face, enjoy your beautiful face.
Yep.
It's not going to last forever.
It's
If
not.
you were born with a great intellect, enjoy your great intellect. It's not going to last forever.
Mm-hmm.
If you were blessed with athleticism, enjoy it. It's not going to last. Now, the key here is don't think it's you. If you're born beautiful, don't start identifying with your beauty. That is who I am, and that is where
Mm-hmm.
my value is, because it will fade one day. And then where are you? This is the challenge that people have. Let's say somebody very, very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And when people are very, very attractive, life is easier for them in some respects. And they start to think, some people, that because I am attractive, that's who I am. But one day, that'll fade. And then where are you?
Yeah.
It's the same reason when men, traditionally, a lot of them, when they get to be 50, 60, 70, whatever it is, and they retire, and the suicide rate goes way up. So they no longer
Mm-hmm.
who they were. They were what they did for a living, and now who are they?
Yeah.
Same problem with women who are very, very pretty and then hit 30 and no longer get the attention that they were once getting. And they're furious. Who am I? If you have a gift, enjoy it. It's meant to be enjoyed. Just
Mm-hmm.
don't start thinking it's you. I am super, super psychic, crazy psychic. And at one point, I identified with it. Look at me. Look what I
Mm-hmm.
can do. I know. Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
I know. And people would come to me and, look at me. And I thought, I'm a big shot. I'm a big deal. I
Mm-hmm.
actually introduced myself that way one day. And then I started developing headaches from being psychic.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't use the gift because I would get a headache.
Yeah.
Who am I if I can't use the gift? Sent me into a tailspin. And then when I got through, oh, psychic is just a gift. It's not who I am. It's not who I am. Oh, I get it. I'm afraid of being like everyone else. Oh. Oh, there's the dog. Come here.
At the right time.
Time. Okay, Bubba. Yeah. So it's about, oh, that's just a gift. It's not who I
Yeah.
am. And then the
Yep.
question is, who am I if not that? Oh, I'm nothing. Oh, I'm everything.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, I'm really not that important. Oh, I'm really important. Oh, I'm both. Oh, I can be really important and really ordinary. Both can be true at the same time.
hmm
It's our choice at any juncture to be humbled. Holy crap, I get to be here. Isn't that amazing? Or humiliated. Oh my God, I've had loss. What are people going to say? What are people going to think? You choose humbled or humiliated at any juncture. And at some point, usually after the age of around 40,
hmm
people's lives, an aspect of someone's life falls apart. The top of the mountain comes off. You spend up to about 40 building your fiefdom, building. And then all of a sudden you lose. Your health goes, you get canned, somebody leaves a relationship, and you're like, holy crap, what just happened? Your life blows up. That's no accident. That is your soul coming forward saying, okay, you've got enough ground under you. We've been holding this karma. Your guides say, we've been holding this for you. Now it's your turn to process it. And your life goes up in flames, or an aspect of it. And you're like, oh my God. And you start running around trying to get the job or get the relationship back or reclaim the body and and it doesn't work. And it doesn't work because it's not supposed to work. This is your evolution. This is your threshold to become who you've always wanted to be. Not to have what you want, but to become. So if your life is falling apart, congratulations. Congratulations. Mazel tov to you. Your soul has said enough. You're ready for a new stage of evolution. Congratulations. We love stories when someone gets knocked down, changes, and gets back up. Congratulations. It's happening. And a lot of people freak out because they think, oh, it's the end of my story. Nope, my friends, it is not the end of your story. This is the middle part. This is the part where the caterpillar comes apart. And in that process, it can be terrifying. When who you thought you were, not who you are. I was so identified with being psychic. And all of a sudden, I couldn't use it anymore.
Yeah.
And there are times where, an athlete will get sick and all of a sudden, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Person was really gorgeous. All of a sudden, they're in an accident or they lose a limb or something. What? Holy crap. Everyone, usually after the age of 40, something happens. Something falls apart unexpectedly. And that's when you really get to discover. And you can either be humbled and move into a more magical relationship with life or humiliated. I got fucked. Life is unfair. I'm bitter, jealous. They have it. I don't. Fuck everyone.
Yep.
You get to choose. And the truth, I work psychically. I work energetically. And at the two workshops, August 22nd and September 12th, I'm going to show you all how to build your energetic structure to be stronger. So that while you go through the transformation of becoming you, look, you evolve you. I can't evolve you. You evolve you. I can just sense what you're stepping over, what you're challenged by, what you're not dealing with and help you sense your path so you sense it. I've spent so much time trying to figure my way, going to workshops and books and applying other people's answers, being like, why doesn't this work?
Mm-hmm.
Being mad and thinking something's wrong with me. No, that is not my path. And it may not be your path. And if it is, God bless you. I'm glad you found it.
Yep. That's great. Colby, I'll say this. The reason why I love you for more than one reason. Let me put it that way. But
Oh,
one of the reasons why I love you on the episode is because you never fall short of honesty, right? It's like that throat punch. Like, hey man, you think this is for you? Here you go. Here's the punch. Here's another punch. Right? It's like, hey man, wake up and smell the coffee. Where you think you're going or should be in life is not the right track for you. But as human beings, like you said, we get so infatuated with watching everyone else around us, social media, our neighbors, our brothers, our sisters, and we think that's the life I should be living. And you get that life and you're not happy. So again, like you said, it's all about accepting who you are, what you have, and try to find joy in that.
right. And sometimes that process is not joyful, but
Right.
deeply satisfying becoming yourself. Like, look, the question is, why are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, why am I here? Well, why am I here? And that reason is not up to anything else but you. You get to determine the reason. Really? I get to determine? Yes, you get to. Because if you don't, then you're a leaf in the wind,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, why am I here? So, James, why are you here?
I'm here to be a great podcaster and to share positivity with others, to inspire them and encourage them to take the next step in life to be happy and healthy.
So, on your tombstone, which is not very a lot of text, what was here lies James. He
Was an inspirational person, and I was encouraged and moved by his positivity.
All right. So, what's more important to you, inspired, encouraged, or positivity?
I think inspiration is more important to me.
Okay. So, James was inspiring.
Yep.
Do you feel like your life is organized around that?
I feel like that it is for the majority of the time. Sometimes it falls short of that, but for the majority of the time I do. And I think the falling short is mental for me sometimes. Like, am I really doing what a person that inspires people do? Am I really living a life to be inspirational to others? And sometimes I second guess myself, like, you're not. And so that's why I say sometimes it feels like I fall short of it. But for the majority of the time, I do feel like I'm an inspiration.
It's interesting. What if you're here to be inspired, not
Hmm.
inspiring? Because right now,
Hmm.
it's very much about other people, but your life is about you. It's not about other people. It's about you,
Yeah.
right? What if
Hmm.
you are here to be in the energy of inspired because you like being in that energy?
Hmm.
Because whether you inspire somebody or not is really not up to you.
Right.
Just like a comic can't make anyone laugh, it's a choice. I, as a healer, can't make anyone heal. I could be healing, but I can't make you heal. I can be in the energy of inspired and not wait for that to show, like just be in it because I enjoy being in it because I feel like that's who I am.
Yeah. I like that. And no, I enjoy the inspirational part within myself. I feel like my inspiration helps drives and motivate me to want to be more inspiring.
Sure.
And my inspiration doesn't just lie with others, right? It's not just external. It's more internal because I feel like if I couldn't inspire myself for greatness or for joy, then I cannot inspire someone else.
Right. It's all about you.
Yeah.
And it's all about me. Like
Yeah.
I want to evolve, therefore I help other people evolve.
Yeah.
And it helps being in the energy of evolution when I'm with somebody reinforces my own evolution. You
Love
like
that.
you like the energy of inspired
Hmm.
or inspiring inspiration. You're like the energy
Inspiration. Yeah.
of
Inspirational. Yep.
inspiration.
That is one of my energies that I love. I work for Wells Fargo Bank, and I've been in management for 16 plus years there. And every time they switch me around, they give me a different team of people, right? And when these people first come to me, they come to me with a different ideology about what work really means, and where can they go with it. Or after working for me for so many months or maybe years, their idea starts to slightly change about what it really means for them. And they say, hey, you've been a great inspiration to me, and I feel like I could apply for this position now that's higher and get a higher title with more money because you've encouraged me to do so.
It's lovely.
Yeah, it is. It's lovely, but also scary because sometimes it feels like that people look up to you, and if there's a moment where there's no inspiration, they're not going to look down on you and say, "Because of you, Coach James, I failed."
They respond at times you hold that you're responsible for them maintaining their uplift,
Exactly. Yes.
which we know is not true.
Yes. 100%.
No,
Yeah.
that's not true. But what you know and what you know are two different things.
Yeah. Yeah.
What,
How you handle it and what you know about it is two different things, right? You might know what it is, but you may handle it totally different. Like, hey, I really let this person down because I said this and it didn't work for them. So I think that's for the majority of times been one of my struggles with being an inspiration to others. I love it, but sometimes that's the downfall, right? The pros and the cons behind everything that you desire to do.
so then your evolution has something to do with being in the energy of inspiration
Mm-hmm.
and not being in the energy of obligation. No, not obligation. It's like being responsible for them,
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
responsible for their inspiration.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. That's a hard walk, right?
Very hard walk.
The
Yeah.
inspiration you care about people, but you don't want to be attached to them getting wherever they want to go. You got to practice detachment as
Yeah.
well as being in the energy. So with you, I would help
Mm-hmm.
you practice being in that energy, but also helping you practice not being responsible, not taking it on, holding that somebody is sovereign.
Mm-hmm.
That if they're not able to maintain, which, who's able to maintain 24/7, that's not a fault or a problem. That's not your job.
Yeah.
Like I can't evolve somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I could point out some things. I could share some energy, if you would.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you evolve or not evolve, I'm not in charge of your consciousness.
Yeah.
For years I thought I was, or I could, and it sapped me because we want to. As soon as I take responsibility for somebody else, I take away their opportunity to evolve
Mm-hmm.
themselves.
You put it on your shoulders. Yeah.
And there's no
Right.
shortage of people who want to give away their burden to somebody.
Yeah.
No shortage of people who want a magic pill. I mean, I love a magic pill, but I know there isn't one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's no shortage of workshop leaders, books, audio recordings promising you the world. Change in 30 seconds. Here are 5 easy steps too, right?
Yep.
After the age of, let's say, 40, you've had enough life to know what doesn't work for sure. And you stop like, okay, this is a journey. This is a journey.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That's difficult for some people to
Mm-hmm.
embrace.
Yeah.
There's also a maturity to it.
Yes. Definitely. So for my listeners, just like I stated earlier, I am going to drop the links in podcast episode description if you're interested in Colby's workshops, and I would encourage you to attend, because based on what he shared with me today, I've got a lot in just this matter of and of an hour with myself, and I'm sure that you all have gotten some out of it as well. So I will post the description and the links in the description of the podcast episode. Or if you're interested and you can't find them, send me a DM, email me, and I'll walk you right to go and how to find them, or I'll just connect you right with Colby. I appreciate the listeners today. If you have not hit the follow button, make sure you do so. When you do, you'll never miss a moment to rewire the way you think. If you have not followed the website, go check it out. It's www.rewirethewayouthink.com. I'm not hard to find. I'm on IG all day, every day. It's Fast Forward Mindset Podcast. If you're struggling today with thoughts of suicide, thoughts of hurting yourself or someone else, please don't hesitate to call the Suicide Prevention Hotline at 988. Hey everyone, I'm Coach James, and I hope this message will help you rewire the way you think. And as I always say, if your mindset is making you money, it's costing you way too much. And that's my 2 cents today, y'all. Peace. Thank y'all for listening to today's episode. And remember, don't rewind your life, fast forward it. Until next time, keep moving forward. Hey y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help rewire the way you think. All right, y'all. Peace.